Hey, welcome to the Original Brew Collective podcast. We are on another week, another episode, and if you just randomly stumbled upon our podcasts and our episodes, what we do on here is we review a different beer from sometimes the same brewery, oftentimes different breweries, but always a different beer. We drink the beer, we review it, and then we talk about a variety of topics that we call our brewery talk. And so we're going to do that again today, but I gotta say, we're very excited about what we're drinking today. So tell us about what we're drinking today.
Yeah, so today we're going to be drinking an Imperial Stout from Trillium Brewing. We're very excited. They're on the East Coast in Massachusetts. This is called Resolution Break. And so it has Liège waffles in it, cold brew coffee, lactose, and vanilla. Mm-hmm. We're very excited about this one. This one is coming in at, 13.5 ABV. So we're pretty excited about this. Got this one through a trade. And we've been waiting to crack it open.
Yeah.
I think it was bottled back in, I believe, January, mid to late January of 2019.
I feel like you're the master of trades, of beer trades. Because I saw, it's safe to say, Trillium is so popular, mm-hmm. right? And I didn't know that they were popular for their stouts, and I started seeing their different style of stouts, and then I kind of learned that they're pretty well known for their stouts.
Oh, absolutely.
And I texted Robert and I was like, dude, this one looks so good. And then he got it. He got a stout from them, and I was like, of course you did. It was awesome though. It's exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Actually, I don't remember for this particular trade. It was some individual that I found on Instagram. And I definitely got the better deal, and not intentionally.
You weren't trying to screw him.
No, absolutely, absolutely not. We kind of agreed on the terms. I think for this bottle, he was only supposed to send me this bottle, and then I was sending him a handful of cans.
Yeah.
Oh man, do you remember what brewery it was from? It
wasn't Alvarado Street or Moonraker?
Could it have been? You know what? I know what it was. I think it was Monkish.
Oh, yeah.
I sent him Monkish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he surprised me, and he sent me a few additional Trillium beers. And so that was really cool of him.
Yeah, we're going to try one from their permutation series. And
Yeah, it was awesome. Exciting. Yeah, really good trade. And it's always fun finding, you make new friends through trades, and sometimes they'll hook you up, which is cool. And I've given out an extra can before just as a surprise to people. But he went above and beyond, and so I had to give him a special shout out, and I had to send him a big thank you message. I was really, really pleased. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, super cool guy. So that's what we're gonna be cracking open today. So I guess can I open it now?
Dude, please do. Please do. I've been waiting to drink this one.
You want to talk about what, for those who aren't listening, or who are listening but not watching on YouTube, you want to talk about what that label looks like?
Yeah, so the label, it has the title of the name of the beer, which is Resolution Break. And it's in the classic Trillium font in a lot of lowercase letters. And then on it has the Liège waffles and I would say the basket that you get fries in.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they probably serve Liège waffles in that. I'm not sure. And then there is a glass that has what I'm assuming to be cold brew coffee. So it's kind of like a little setup that they have of what the ingredients were that they put in it. And yeah, I like it. It's kind of showing you what you're going to be drinking. And then it does have the Trillium logo on there, the flower, so.
Yeah, so just a little bit of background on Trillium. Trillium was actually founded in March of 2013. A young married couple at the time founded the brewery, JC and Esther Tretrialt, I believe is how you pronounce it. If not, I'm sorry. Yeah, we already mentioned it was founded in Massachusetts, Boston, Fort Point, which is a region of Boston actually, so within Boston, and they actually have another location now, also within Massachusetts in Canton. Their logo, if you are familiar with Trillium, or if you're not, their logo is a flower, and is actually the Trillium flower, and the Trillium species, or Trillium flower in general, is within the lily family, the flower. So it's a really cool, clean, simple logo.
Yeah,
I really like it. I didn't know until after receiving this bottle that their logo, the flower, was a Trillium flower. So that was pretty cool to find out.
That is cool.
But yeah, I'm really excited to to try this stout. Is this the first stout we've ever tried from Trillium?
Yeah.
I know we're aware of their stouts, obviously.
I'm so excited to try this.
This is our first one we've actually had from them. So, looking at this, and if you were watching with us, you saw us pour it. It poured beautifully.
It did, yeah.
And you could tell it was looking pretty thick and heavy, which is I'm excited about.
Because it's 13.5.
13.5. And this is very dark.
Yeah.
Very.
I mean, it's almost black.
Yeah, I'm going to say very faint, like dark brown
black
tone to it.
Yeah.
My shirt's like a naturally faded black.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
slight brown tone to it, but I mean, definitely very black.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a nice head when I first.
It does look, yeah, and it does look heavy.
Yeah, if I
which I like.
Do that, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you could definitely see it sleeping that nice, beautiful lacing. Kind of similar to how when you have a wine and you stir the wine around, swirl it in your glass, you'll see. I think there's a couple different names for it, but like either some people call it the legs.
Yeah, I've heard legs.
But you see those like kind of those little drips that will start going down the glass in different little individual streaks. That's a really positive sign for a wine. And so like similar to beer, when you swirl it around the glass or kind of tilt it on the glass and you see it nice slowly going down and coating that glass, that's also a positive sign for a quality beer. The head retention on this, you don't typically see like super thick, heavy head retention like you would necessarily with certain beers. Like, a lot of really good IPAs will have super heavy, thick.
Yeah, you're kind of looking for that on IPAs.
Yeah, head retention where it just lasts forever sometimes, which is I'm always really excited about. But this one, when we poured it, it had a decent, solid head retention for a stout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no
for
complaints.
sure.
Well, let's see what we get on the nose.
Definitely. Oh my gosh, I know I'm gonna like this. I feel like
I'm getting a lot of sweet vanilla.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm getting the waffle.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm guessing I don't know. I don't want to be wrong, so I've never really heard of a Liège waffle.
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of like a Belgian waffle?
Yeah,
That's
I think
at
it's
least
within I'm pretty sure it's within the Belgian variety.
Okay, because it looks like that, like the picture on the label.
I want to say that I can smell waffle, and it's like the batter of the waffle.
Yeah,
a
definitely.
bit. I will say that smelling a beer is fairly subjective. I think we've discussed that before, but it's also you can easily be influenced. So if Ben points out something, or you're drinking with friends, and they point something out to you,
one time,
yeah, they point something out to you, then you'd be like, oh, I think I'm getting that too, and you necessarily wouldn't have, or maybe you are certain to mentally think you are, and you might not be, which is totally okay.
Yeah.
Like right off the bat, I got vanilla, a lot of vanilla, sweet vanilla, and you were getting more of the Liège waffle in the batter.
Mm-hmm.
But now that Ben mentioned it, I can smell the batter of the waffle.
Yeah.
More so. But that, like I said, it's.
I tested that the other day on someone.
Really?
Yeah, we were drinking a porter, and it was a cherry porter, and I just wanted them to try it without I was like, what do you taste?
Mm-hmm.
And they I forget what they said, but I was like, oh, it's cherry porter. And I'm like, I can get cherry on it. I was like, yeah, it is. Yeah. It's like once you know though, you can pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like I'm not getting on the nose very much coffee.
Neither am I.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah. But that might come out on the palate. You want to try it?
Yeah, definitely.
There's a nice burn to this one.
Yeah.
This is very good.
It is very, very heavy mouthfeel on this one, but goodness.
We both love a very heavy mouthfeel.
Yes.
One interesting little tasting fact when you're tasting a beer, parts of your mouth will taste different aspects of things, get more different flavors. So when you taste a beer for the first time, you really want to get the full, consume, get everything about it, like all the flavors, as much flavor as you can get out of it. Feel free to kind of swirl it around, slush it around in your mouth, like everywhere, coat your entire mouth. Because then you'll start picking up on flavors that maybe you wouldn't have as easily picked up on.
So what are your thoughts on what you're getting?
You could definitely taste a little bit of the booziness, the burn. Mm-hmm. No complaints. It's really good. It's 13.5.
Mm-hmm.
I get vanilla, the sweetness of the vanilla. It's not as upfront as I had on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
I do taste, I feel like, a little bit of the waffle. And when you were talking about how you were smelling the waffle, and I was like, okay, well, I can get the batter, like the smell of the aroma of the batter. I feel like for whatever reason, I'm picking up on that more than like a baked, cooked, fried waffle. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of more of like the batter, which is interesting. Yeah. Because obviously I'm sure they didn't dump batter into this. It was a aged waffle. Yeah. But I am getting the waffle notes. Yeah. Yeah. And like I feel like in a different way, but this is a really good beer.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. Definitely. I really like it a lot. Cause yeah, it is boozy for sure. Like I took a sip quite a while ago and I still kind of have that burn on the back of my throat, but I'm definitely getting the sweetness. Yeah. On it. So I think mostly for me, it is the vanilla right now.
For me, still not a whole lot of coffee though.
No, I don't really get any coffee.
And for when we reviewed stouts, we've said before that it will, once it opens up and warms up a little bit, the flavors might change. Certain flavors might come out more.
I'm trying to think too, because it is specifically cold brew coffee that they brewed it.
Cold brew is really smooth.
And I don't drink that much cold brew coffee, so maybe I just am unaware of what that. I don't know.
I usually get cold brew.
Do you? Okay.
When I get it. Okay. When I get coffee now.
Okay.
And I will say, like,
is there like a big difference between flavor?
Oh my gosh, I think so. I mean, it's just so smooth. I'm right now really into when coffee shops carry the nitro cold brew. Yeah. It's super similar. If you get a really good cold brew on nitro, it almost tastes like a stout. Like very similar to a stout. It's awesome. That's why I love nitro cold brew now. But yeah, cold brew is definitely smoother.
It's like drinking not as at the
bitter or harsh.
You can feel like you're drinking.
Yeah.
At the appropriate time.
Well, like 7 in the morning or something.
And just up front too, there's like light carbonation on it as well, and I do really like it.
This is a really good beer.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the mouthfeel on this one. I feel like I haven't had a stout like this for quite some time.
Yeah, and it's creamy.
Yeah, creamy is a good word for it.
Coats the mouth. This is a very good beer.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why we both like that so much, but it's so good.
That's a common thing. Like I've talked to a lot of people and who, other people who have beer accounts on Instagram that we communicate with, and they say one of their favorite things to review or particularly about certain beers is the mouthfeel. Because there's certain beers you come with the expectation or the hope of having a heavier mouthfeel, and a lot of IPAs, especially New England's. I mean, I know a lot of people that prefer, heavier mouthfeel. I think it should have a heavier mouthfeel, or I prefer it at least. And same goes with stouts for me. And a lot of other beers. I really just appreciate a heavy mouthfeel, unless I'm drinking something obviously like a Saison. You don't expect that to have like this thick. Like that's supposed to be like more refreshing and yeah. But this is a very solid beer so far. Definitely. I really like it.
I do too.
So today, for our topics, since this Imperial Stout was made with Liège waffles, we thought that we would do breakfast as a theme. And so we put together, I can't take credit for this.
The most important meal of the day.
Yeah, my wife put together this trivia. And actually, I don't think we need to give credit where credit is due. I don't think we discussed enough. I feel like some people, or maybe a lot of people, think that it's just Ben and I that do the Original Brew Collective thing. It's not. Like, our wives help out a lot with social media in all aspects of what we do. So it's not just the two of us. There's more to Original Brew Collective or OBC. Yeah, there's 4 of us that do this. Ben and I are just the ones that happen to be in front of the camera, which is weird because the 2 least attractive ones.
I know.
I don't know how this happened. But yeah, so let me.
What's your go-to breakfast? Like if you had to pick
every morning. So okay, that's not a tough question. You know how?
No, okay. I would say I guess like your like your routine one, but then like what would you actually want?
My routine every morning for breakfast, I have a protein shake. And so it's like 2 cups of spinach, and feel free to steal this because it is so good. 2 cups of spinach, which you can absolutely not taste at all. It's just really healthy for you. So 2 cups of spinach, 1 cup of almond milk, 2 scoops of protein powder, preferably chocolate for this recipe, and then 2 tablespoons, which is 1 serving of peanut butter.
Ooh.
Yeah, and so it tastes like if you combine it with the use chocolate protein powder, it tastes like a peanut butter chocolate milkshake. Super good. I've been like mixing it up a little bit. I got coffee one time, protein powder, and then recently, right now, I'm on mint chip, which is interesting with peanut butter. Yeah, I thought it could be. My favorite still is just standard chocolate.
Yeah, peanut butter chocolate. I mean.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's my everyday breakfast. It's really hard to say what my favorite breakfast is. My wife,
it is hard.
My wife makes this breakfast that we have named Hashi.
Yes.
And so it's...
Hashi is delicious.
We use this product called Beyond Meat. If you've never heard of it, go check it out. Their beefy crumble, super good. Incredible company. But think of it as like a type of ground beef. Like,
yeah, you can use ground beef.
You can use ground beef if you really wanted to. So like kind of like taco meat, hash browns, and egg, like scrambled egg.
Yeah.
And she makes it all in one pot. So I think she does the hash browns first in this giant pan. And then once they're like almost cooked, she flips them, slides into the one side, and then she'll throw in the Beyond Meat and then season it and let that grill. And then she scoots that against the potatoes, and then she'll throw in the egg and all in one pot. And then once the eggs are done, she just blends all together, and then we dump it into bowls, and I put my sriracha or hot sauce on it. Love it. This is one of my favorite homemade breakfasts, but one of my favorite breakfasts of all time.
It's delicious. I've had it.
It is very good.
And I've made it. I've tried to make it too.
Yeah, that's good. One of my favorite breakfasts of all time, though, that I don't normally get to get is macadamia nut banana pancakes.
Wow.
And never in my life would I have thought...
Is that like a Kauai thing?
Yeah, that's where I first had it. Was in Kauai. And never would I have thought I'd want banana pancakes. I'm not the biggest banana... I like bananas, but I just don't eat them.
Yeah.
And so I just got it there. I was like, oh, that sounds like an islandy kind of thing to do.
It does.
A lot of the breakfast places on the island or in Hawaii or Kauai, wherever you are, will have that as an option. And that is hands down my favorite.
Nice.
Favorite ever.
That's awesome.
Breakfast. Yeah. How about you?
I don't know, man. I don't think I have I don't really have a go-to breakfast. It's kind of, it just depends.
What do you normally eat?
Well, I've been doing like overnight oats recently.
Okay.
Have you done that before?
No, I haven't.
So it's just like,
I've heard of that.
It's just rolled oats, milk, whatever kind of milk you want, and then chia seeds and like a frozen fruit, and then you just put it in the fridge, and then it's ready the next morning.
That sounds pretty healthy.
And you just, yeah, it's good. And then you just like put like a sweetener on it, so I put honey on it, and then
that sounds good.
doing that. I really like toast though.
Yeah.
And I would say my favorite meal would be like I don't know, just like toast and eggs. Honestly, I'm a simple man.
That's a good one.
I'm a simple man.
You are a simple guy.
Yeah. Or I really like bagels too, but just like bagels and eggs or whatever. But yeah, some classic simple.
That is I love.
And coffee.
Yeah.
I always have coffee.
I love bagels and toast. It's simple breakfast. It can be really good.
Mm-hmm.
And avocado toast is pretty good. It's like the trending thing right now.
Yeah.
It's been for a little while, I guess, but good avocado toast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, my wife put together some trivia questions, as I mentioned, and so we're going to ask Ben 8 questions. I requested 10, but she's lazy. I'm just kidding. Very nice of her to put this together. All right, so these are all interesting. I know most of these answers. Some of them I don't, but I have all the answers in front of me.
Wait. Do you know the answers based off the question, or do you know the answers because you've seen the answers?
Because I've seen the answers.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she was like quizzing me on some of them, like a couple of them. That's why I know them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like maybe I got all of them wrong. I think she only asked me like 3 out of the 8.
Okay.
But feel free to participate.
Yeah. I mean, we do this once in a while where we do trivia, and it's like a pub trivia.
Yeah. It's like
dude, I love trivia.
We love trivia.
I think it's so fun, and so yeah, let's see if you can beat me, but probably not, because I'm like pretty good.
Ben is actually pretty good. He's better than
No, dude,
you have a better record than I have, I think, for trivia.
I have no idea. Probably not.
Probably, dude. You're so smart.
I think. Oh gosh, I think we might be even.
All right, question number 1. Let's hop right in. Where were waffles invented? I wish we could have the sound effect from, what was that? Do you want to be a millionaire? Is that what
Yeah. Who wants to be a millionaire?
Who wants to be a millionaire? I do.
I don't know a lot about waffles.
Just think, educated guess.
I know. My educated guess would be Belgium. Well, Belgian waffles?
That's right.
Okay. I was like, what does that look?
Alright, I'm going to set the phone down.
That look you just gave me, it made me question if Belgium was an actual place. Because I was like, wait, is Belgium not a
it's
place?
Definitely a place. I've been there.
Okay.
It's a place. And they have stroopwafel. Stroopwafels. If you've ever had stroopwafels, that's where they're also from. Or Holland. But yeah.
That's funny.
Whoa! Waffles are really good.
So excited.
Alright, question number 2. And this is one that's going to be multiple choice. Liège waffles are the most popular type of Belgian waffle. In what century were they invented? 18th century, 12th century, 9th century, or 7th century? And I can repeat those one more time if you like.
You said 18th, 7th, 12th, 9th?
Yeah, not in that order, which is interesting. But.
Yeah, those are my options. I'll say the number, I think. Oh man, I can't imagine there being waffles in the 7th or 9th century. That's like, I can't, no, so I don't think those two. Which it probably is. I'm gonna say 18th.
You got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sweet.
That's a surprise. Told you he was good at trivia.
Can you imagine the 7th? I don't even know what that would look like.
Yeah.
That's year 700?
Yeah, so it's like...
No, that's years like 600 to 699, right?
Yeah. I think it is, yeah. So, how would they do that?
I mean, they didn't.
They'd have to like make... They wouldn't be able to...
I don't know, yeah.
Interesting. Oh, I hope you all are doing as well as
Well, because then they would have had to develop like flour to process, eggs.
Yeah, they would have had to ground up flour and...
Do waffles have eggs in it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Eggs, butter.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right, question number 3.
Well, I got it, so.
You did. Gosh. Darn it. This one's so easy.
Wait, did you say Liège waffles were the most popular style of Belgian waffles?
They are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What is the slogan for Kellogg's Eggo frozen waffles?
Lego my Eggo.
Oh, sorry, it's Eggo my Lego. Yeah, no. It is Lego my Eggo. Ben got it. 3 for 3. That was an easy one. I hope everyone who's
I should have given you a little bit more time to guess it, but
yeah.
I feel like
let's do that. Try to do it.
I know. I feel like if you like, well, because I'm 28, so if you like grew up in the 90s
you're old, dude.
Whatever. If you grew up in the 90s or like early 2000s, like that was on so many commercials. Yeah. So
yeah,
it's probably pretty instant for people who are listening to this.
Who are old like us. All right, true or false? Our first true or false. Breakfast is the most skipped meal in America. True or false?
Giving time for people to answer. I would say I'm gonna say true. Final answer.
Ding ding ding, you got it.
Yeah.
4 for 4.
I just know a lot of people nowadays.
They do. They're like rushing out
people,
the door.
People in America, even like other places, but it's like on the go. Let's go.
Yeah.
And so people,
coffee.
Coffee.
The door.
I would say coffee, and then people leave, and maybe like when they get to their workplace, there's like a pastry or something. But
yeah,
I would say coffee is like pretty popular.
Yeah, the most skipped meal of the day in America is breakfast. All right, 4 for 4. Here we go. Question number 5. What is the most popular breakfast food among American adults?
American adults?
And I'm going to give you multiple choice here.
Okay, sweet.
So everyone listen up. I'm going to repeat. What is the most popular breakfast food among American adults? French toast, bagel and cream cheese, eggs and toast, or cold cereal?
Oh, gosh. There's a few in there that I really think it could be. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Gosh dang it. I'm not gonna. Okay, I'll just think about this a little bit because I don't think it'd be French toast because French toast. I've made French toast before, and that's quite a endeavor because you got to make the batter, then you got to batter up the bread, then you got to put it in the pan.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
it's a little bit time consuming.
And so, especially if breakfast is the most skipped meal of the day, people aren't going to be spending their time making French toast. But I could see the other 3 though. I can see all the other 3. I want to know what the cereal sales are now.
So the options were French toast, bagel and cream cheese, eggs and toast, or cold cereal. And it sounds like you're ruling out for yourself French toast.
Yeah, does cold cereal mean like that's like cereal?
It's just cereal. It's cereal.
Yeah, not just like dry cereal.
It's not hot cereal. What is hot cereal?
I think hot cereal would be like oatmeal or porridge.
Oh, that's cereal? I didn't know that.
I guess I'll just guess. I'm gonna be mad if I get it wrong. Can I get 50-50?
What? No.
Okay. Oh gosh. I'm gonna say probably cold cereal.
You got it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dang, I really wanted to say eggs and toast.
That's 5 for 5. I hope everyone's keeping up.
Because it's the most convenient.
This, actually, I got this one wrong. And I thought, like, because I...
That one I just got right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got it wrong because I thought was never like super into cereal. When I was a little kid, I was super into cereal. But I haven't had cereal in the last, like, actually had cereal for breakfast or even as a meal in general in the over 6 years probably.
Are you serious?
Kid you not. In fact...
Have you ever had, like, granola? You don't like granola?
I like granola, but I haven't had it, no.
Yeah.
But so, since I've been, like, Brian and I have never even we've never had cereal in our
I don't
home.
know why I questioned you so much. It's not that weird.
we've never had cereal we've never had cereal in our home before.
I'm not even that big of a cereal fan.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I'm just not into cereal that much. I mean, I remember my favorite cereal was probably Captain Crunch, but I was never a big fan of like drinking the cereal milk after.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty particular about certain things, and that was one of them. I think it's kind of gross to drink that leftover milk after your spoon.
I know. I was fine with it.
Back in and your mouth back in.
That's funny you say. I was like fine with doing that when I was younger, but I feel like I'm kind of grossed out by it now.
I've had conversations recently
like,
with people about that, and they think that's weird that I think it's weird. They're like, no, it's the best part. I'm like, well,
the best.
Agree to disagree, but you're wrong. All right, number 6. True or false? Eating breakfast helps you lose weight.
Gosh, based according to who?
American Studies.
Okay. Let's see. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what you're eating. Obviously, eating breakfast. So I know there's a whole thing with like intermittent fasting, and I know that helps people lose weight, but it's like a pretty extreme diet. I don't know. I'm gonna say true.
You got it right.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I will say that the facts around this answer are the reason it helps you lose weight. And so I've done intermittent fasting before.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who have, and it can be very effective if you do it right and responsibly.
Yeah,
like,
it can be pretty.
You don't starve yourself.
I've never done it, but
I've done it, and it works really well if you do it right. It actually can help boost your metabolism. But the reason that this answer is true is because the majority of Americans who do skip breakfast will essentially binge later on, or eat like heavy carbs and other things,
especially if they're going to
counterproductive. Yeah, which are counterproductive against what their goal was, their purpose of skipping breakfast. Mm-hmm. So, the reason that it is true and that you will lose more weight statistically for Americans, lose more weight if you do eat breakfast, is because you're not going to be like just cramming a ton of food like down later in the day to make up for that your hunger.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I did actually eat breakfast when I would do intermittent fasting years ago. I would just have a late breakfast, so probably around like 10 o'clock. It would be just a later breakfast, yeah. And if you were not familiar with intermittent fasting, it all depended on when I stopped eating the night prior. So like for when I had finished dinner, that would determine when I could eat breakfast the next day. Mm-hmm. It was effective, but you have to know what you're doing, research it, and do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wow, you are 6 for 6, and only 2 more to go. Let's see if I can get 100%. Number 7, who is best known for creating the donut? Americans, the Dutch, the French, or Italians?
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, I'll think about this. a little bit. I'm not like I haven't traveled the world. I've been in a couple places. But I can't say...
You're pretty well traveled.
Yeah, like in France, I didn't see donuts. That was none of the list you just said was France. But like I didn't see donuts in bakeries. And so I would think that if it was a European thing, it would at least be maybe in the bakeries. But they might have had donut holes. I don't know. Can you... I don't think it's Italy. So what are the other 3?
The other 2?
Oh, there's only 2?
Well, there's
America.
4. Oh, sorry. I thought you were ruling out French.
Oh, yeah, there was France on there?
Yeah, Americans. Okay, so who is best known for creating the donut? Americans, Dutch, French, or Italians?
Okay, so I don't think it's French or Italy. I don't know, or France or Italy. I don't know about the Dutch. Oh, but... Wait.
I'm excited to hear where you're going.
No, I was going on a wrong path. I was gonna say something that's not true. I think it's either Dutch or American, but I don't know. I'm gonna say Dutch.
You got it.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh, dude.
And I will say that I actually got that one right. So I was wrong. I was wrong earlier when I said I thought I got everyone wrong.
Where the Dutch people, like, where...
Holland.
Okay, I thought Holland, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that near Sweden?
No, I am very
Is that like
bad
Scandinavia? I don't know.
Nope, let's not even go there.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'm not sure. And
Okay.
I honestly want to say no.
I didn't think it could be, because they're so donuts are so popular, and the only reason I don't think it's America is because America just hasn't been around that long. Compared to the other...
I mean, Americans love their donuts.
Yeah, I know, definitely, but...
Actually, in the Sacramento region, we have some incredible donut shops. I know Portland, Oregon is famous for Voodoo Donuts, which kind of started if you're not familiar with Voodoo Donuts, they kind of have these crazy out there donuts with like cereal on them and different things. But in Sacramento area, we have, I mean, that's probably like trending maybe in a lot of big cities, but like Sacramento, we have a pretty decent handful of different donut shops that do that as well, just do these crazy out there donuts that are delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to get too into donuts.
This is a random question, but like, is Nutella big here?
Nutella is huge in certain parts of Europe.
Yeah.
Huge.
And I was...
They have them at McDonald's and stuff. They have Nutella desserts and treats.
In France, England, and Ireland, Nutella was just like everywhere. It was everywhere. And so like we had and Nutella's pretty good. Yeah. It's good. And there's like a place in Ireland that was kind of voodoo donut style where it was just really crazy like creations of donuts. Yeah. And there was a few that were stuffed with Nutella.
Yeah. Nutella is huge in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. All right, final question. Ben is 7 for 7. Hopefully someone else out there is 7 for 7. I want Ben to win, but I want someone else to maybe beat him or tie him at least. Yeah. You know, I'm really rooting for
I hope you do too. I don't need to win.
Okay, well, don't throw the game.
I won't. I would never do that.
All right, this one is actually...
Maybe I lied. I want to win.
This might be the hardest question.
I feel like the last one's kind of hard.
What percent of American adults have eaten cold pizza for breakfast? 15%, 39%, 55%, or 100%?
Oh gosh. That is such a crazy question. Yeah. I know I have.
Okay.
Have you?
I don't like cold pizza.
All right, so I know it's not 100%.
Yeah, okay, well, the study.
Yeah.
The study, like, is it 100% of the people who were surveyed?
Probably not.
But I don't like cold pizza. And I know some people who are like, I prefer cold pizza. And I say, shame. Shame to you.
Well, so just, because that is like, I don't know how you would know that answer. So what were the... Not 100, there's 55?
No. Yeah, that is one of them. So I'll repeat.
55, 39.
50, you say them in such a weird order. It's crazy. So you're actually doing it in reverse order.
Yeah.
15, 39, 55, or 100. I guess the order doesn't matter, but as long as you know.
Gosh dang it. I'm trying to think right now. Because I'm basing it right now in this room, there's 2 people. And 50% of the people have eaten cold pizza for breakfast. I'm trying to think.
That's a bad.
I know.
Small of a study.
I don't care.
That's bad.
No, but here. So then there's 4 people in this house. Well, there's 5, but one can't eat cold pizza. So 4 people.
Because she's a baby.
Yeah, she's a baby. She's not banned from eating pizza right now. I'm trying to think if I don't know if Jessica has. I don't know. I can't see Raina wanting to do that, but maybe. Okay. I'm going to say 39% final answer.
You got it right.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
That's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
And Ben is officially the smart one.
Hey.
8 for 8, dude.
What did you said that my, thinking on that was bad? On how I was trying to
No, I was saying your study was bad. Like the 2 of us. It's not a good, like, it's too small of a survey.
I put 4 in.
Okay, I think 4 is pretty small survey. Like even 100 or 200 is a small
4
survey
is
sample.
such a small survey. That is not effective at all.
That would not make it into any sort of published.
No, I wouldn't. But you know what? It's all I had. I could have kept thinking more, but I got it.
Hey, well done.
Dude, I cannot believe I got it.
You did it.
I got
Ben.
Oh, did anyone, I wonder if anyone else got 100%.
I hope so. I hope everyone did. But maybe statistically probably not. But If you got 100%, comment and say, I got 100. If you didn't, comment and say 100 anyways, just because I want Ben to not feel as proud of himself.
Dude, I mean, some of those...
You should feel proud. I even told you before doing that, I think Raina asked me a few of them, and I only got like a small percentage of them right. Mm-hmm. I think she asked me like 3, and I got like 1 right or something. Mm-hmm. And it was where waffles were made. Where waffles were popular from.
I guess I know my breakfast.
You do. You know your breakfast.
Yeah.
Good for you. So I'm gonna just go back to what we're drinking right now because this once again is Trillium Imperial Stout. It is Resolution Break brewed with cold brew coffee, Liège waffles, lactose and vanilla, coming in at 13.5 ABV. Very good beer. I'm getting. Because we talked about how taste is a little bit subjective, and if you hear, if someone tells you something, then you're going to be more likely to pick up on that and be like, oh yeah, I get that too, whether you do or not, which is fine. Do you have new flavors in mind, or do you think it's going to stay the same?
I have some thoughts. Okay. I have my mind made up, and I will not change it based off of what you say.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it. So I'm actually getting I'm getting coffee and notes of chocolate. Mm-hmm. And you? I was waiting for you to go. I was looking like, yeah.
I don't know. That was good. I will. Yeah, definitely. The beer to me, as it's been opening up, like I'm not getting nearly as much booziness. On it, and I think I do get more.
I love that we say that as we've drinking a decent amount. It's 13.5%. It's just because we're like getting as we progressively get more intoxicated, the booziness goes away.
That's very true, but yeah, and I was gonna say too, getting the coffee on it,
yeah,
for sure, and then
and I know they don't say chocolate, but that it's a common note you'll get with stouts. It's the chocolate flavor,
and up front. I wasn't getting a whole lot of vanilla, but that has I definitely get the sweetness of vanilla.
Yeah, absolutely.
And coffee.
Absolutely.
And this mouthfeel is on point on this one. So yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I'm really getting the chocolate, but definitely the coffee.
Yeah.
I wish I was getting the chocolate. That sounds delicious.
It is nice, and it's fairly subtle. I don't want to say it's fairly subtle. I'm definitely getting it. But yeah, and wouldn't say that I'm getting a whole lot of vanilla, but I'm getting the sweetness, which is brought to you by the lactose.
Yeah.
Just because breweries, when they add lactose, that sugar won't turn into alcohol, and so it leaves this residual sweetness. Yeah. That's why a lot of breweries will use the lactose in certain beers, is to add a certain level of sweetness to it. And so I'm picking up on I guess you'd say I'm picking up on the lactose. So I'm getting the sweetness. I'm getting the coffee, and I'm getting some notes of chocolate. Which can go back to maybe, depending on the beer, maybe some of the malt, and there's different factors. But yeah, stouts commonly have the chocolate note.
I was going to say too, the aroma of it, it is a lot of the waffle on the aroma for me.
Really?
Yeah, and so, which is nice, because I like waffles and I like coffee, and that's the thing about these craft beers to me. I know I've said this before, is a lot of the times we're wow, this beer is so good, but we actually mean it, because we go out of our way to get good beers.
Yeah. And
these breweries are incredible. They are creating these incredible experiences. It's almost like they're Willy Wonka or something for adults, Yeah. It's I don't know, and just the flavors opening up, and yeah, it's it's kind of like I'm drinking an incredible breakfast in a weird way. Saying that, I know that sounds weird, but it's the coffee notes, the waffle on the aroma, and it's really good, man. Yeah. It's really good.
I really like the adjunct stouts. So the stouts where they kind of throw in a bunch of stuff this one, the Liège waffles and stuff, that would be considered, an adjunct ingredient. So that's why adjunct stouts come from.
Yeah, because
throwing all these different ingredients.
Yeah.
I've heard people, and I think we've talked about this before, I've heard people kind of disapprove, for lack of a better term, disapprove of adjunct stouts. They want to just keep it original, traditional, I should say. I think there's nothing wrong with them, because I think in the past, just drinking on our own together, trying a new beer, I think we've had some adjunct stouts that weren't, I don't want to call them bad, but they just weren't for us, So I think they can be done right, and I think they can be done not as great.
Yeah.
So I think it's it's absolutely, I think there's no arguing. It is an art and a science.
Yeah. Because I think too, with these, you kind of have to go out of your way to like go do a pairing.
Absolutely.
Like a food and a drink pairing. Because with this, they probably, I don't know if they did, but like maybe they got like waffles and like the different, I don't know what cold brew coffee they used, but possibly with like a certain roaster, like coffee roasters, cold brew coffee with waffles and saw which one tasted the best and then brewed with that one.
Yeah, this is actually, I'm glad you brought that up because this one was brewed with Burgundian coffee. So that's the roaster, I believe.
Okay.
Burgundian coffee is the roasting company.
But a lot of roasting companies have their coffee beans are different flavors, you know, like you can get like the caramel flavor or you can get like a milk chocolate like candy flavor or French roast or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I mean like you said, like all that to say, it's definitely an art.
It absolutely
and I
is.
appreciate it so much.
But even like some brewers, I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not for everyone. I was actually at a brew fest recently, and Moxa Brewing Company in Rockland, California happened to be there, and they're known for their stouts. They're very highly rated. I was talking to their head brewer, and he was telling me that they were hanging out with the people from Tired Hands Brewing, which is in Pennsylvania. And we actually, last episode, I think we reviewed Tired Hands, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Very good, very incredible brewing company. And he was hanging out with them. And Mox had brewed a stout, and they were trying to get him to try it. And he was telling me the Tired Hands, I don't know if it was like, I think it might have been the owner of Tired Hands. The owner is like the head brewer, or at least was for a long time.
That's pretty
I
cool.
believe he still is.
That's cool.
But he was saying, no, I'm not into like the sweet kind of beers or sweet stouts. Which I thought was interesting.
It is.
But to each their own.
Yeah,
like, that doesn't mean they're bad, because Moxa obviously is known for their stouts. They're highly rated, but he just wasn't interested. It wasn't his thing.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine. Everyone has a different taste.
Yeah, because some people, I mean, prefer West Coast over New England styles. But you know what? I'm happy that I'm me, because I like so many different styles of beers. Like, I obviously have my preferences, but I know, like, I can really appreciate different styles of beers when they're done good. Yeah. You know, and
done well.
You know, you've corrected on me with that before, so but you know what I mean? It's like I have so much appreciation for all the different types of beers and the different styles and what people are doing, and
I think we're always willing to try
for sure. And it just and like you said, it just depends on people's preference. Like
it does. Yeah, we don't discriminate.
No, not at all.
We love beer.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit left, which I'm very excited about. You want to bring your glass over?
Yeah.
I'm going to pour this out. Top it off.
So, just a reminder, we're gonna be ending this episode, but if you are listening on any podcast app, just feel free to leave us a 5-star review. I'm just gonna ask for a 5-star review, and you can subscribe to us as well on the podcast app. So you can it's just right there, right when you open your podcast app, trying to listen to a new episode. If you're watching with us on YouTube, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, and you can also follow us on all our social media platforms as well.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, and those are at Original Brew Collective on Facebook and Instagram, and then on Twitter it's at Brew Original. We're releasing content daily on there, and then these episodes release weekly. So
so go follow us, like us, review us with 5 stars only. But yeah, we're gonna keep on drinking this incredible Imperial Stout from Trillium.
Yeah.
Cheers to Trillium.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Have a good rest of your day.
Cheers.
Cheers.